Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. Today we're going to talk about a brand new Capcom indie game. That's right, a Capcom indie game on the Nintendo Switch. This was previously on Apple Arcade. It's called Shinsekai Into the Depths. Now, pardon my pronunciation on this Japanese here. Shinsekai looked rather unique when I saw it announced on the Nintendo Mini Direct just the other day, and to my surprise, they were like, yo, it's going to be released today. It was like a phantom drop, a shadow drop, a drop that just happened out of nowhere. I was like, wow, I'm there, dude. And Capcom kind of took a unique approach to this. You know, Capcom usually builds these big third-party games, and you get your Street Fighters, your Mega Mans and stuff, but this game is more like a indie title. It's if I was to describe the core aspect of how it controls and how it plays and anything, I would say it's a unique take on what the Metroidvania type of a genre is. Now, in this game, you play as a diver who lives in a world where I guess the polar ice caps have melted for some reason, so everybody has to become accustomed to living underwater and gathering minerals and kind of living like in a weird underwater habitat. And at the beginning of the game, your character gets forced out of his house because the ice caps, polar ice caps, I guess, kind of just invade his house and destroy it. So you have to kind of navigate your way throughout the map. It's like a big, huge world map that has branching paths and different areas that you can access once you get certain materials and items and things like that. Your main thing to focus on as far as the gameplay goes with this game is upgrading your suit. Your suit initially can only take you so far into the depths of the ocean before the water pressure gets to you. So the main idea is to defeat enemies. You'll encounter different sea creatures and things like jellyfish and sharks and different types of like things in the ocean that if you defeat them, you get some minerals and stuff. And then every once in a while you can use your headlamp to look in the ground, in the rocks, to see if there's minerals that you can excavate as well. You build up a certain amount of these, you are able to upgrade your suit, which allows you to go deeper into the depths of the ocean. You can also build weapons and upgrade your ammo, and also upgrade certain aspects of your equipment and your inventory. So there's a fair amount of, I guess, inventory management here, because you have to also build equipment to heal yourself, repair your suit, or even get yourself some air, because you do run out of oxygen slowly as you go throughout this game, which is kind of a challenge because at times it's like you don't have enough minerals to make your ammo or your oxygen, so you have to find not only minerals to do that, but every once in a while you can find some oxygen bubbles, kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog. These are usually at save points. The save points are scattered throughout the map. Once in a while you can find a secret save point. If you have a certain amount of materials, you can actually make a secret save point pop up at certain aspects and stuff, but scattered throughout the whole map there are a various amount of checkpoints that your character can use, and these come in handy because at times this game does get a little rough. I had a long time getting used to the general concept of how the game plays and everything. Your character kind of moves like I mean, you're underwater, so you'll feel a little sluggish and stuff, but it doesn't feel bad. It doesn't really cause enough of a distraction for you to not enjoy the way the game plays. It does feel fluid. You even have like a little jetpack thingy that can allow yourself to temporarily float in the water, and you can fly across pits and kind of like move like in a free form type of fashion. You do got to be careful though, because you can sustain fall damage if your character hits the ground hard enough or bumps into something hard enough. The environments of this game are actually really neat to look at. Think of like an underworld, post-apocalyptic world where every once in a while you'll see ruins and evidence of previous civilization and stuff, and since the world is flooded and it's all underwater, you can see certain like machinery once in a while. You'll see vehicles and cars. You'll run into like different aspects and stuff. The backgrounds sometimes look really neat to look at. You'll see like coral reefs and different things in the back. The enemies are interesting. There's an interesting amount of enemies. You get everything from like little hermit crabs and fish and, you know, different sea creatures, jellyfish, and then, you know, sometimes you'll see big huge bosses that are like big huge worm looking things that are vicious and stuff, and different amount of variety actually in the game. What captured my attention the most of this game was the unique story, the premise, just looking at the trailer that was revealed for this game, I was like, wow, that actually looks somewhat unique. It's like I don't want to say a relaxing atmosphere being involved in the water or everything, but it's kind of like a unique situation that you really don't see used in any kind of game or anything like that. I think it really stood out to me, so that's mostly why I wanted to play it. And I gotta say, the way the game looks and feels great. I really like the approach that Capcom took with making this game. I didn't get to play it on the Apple Arcade. It's been out for a few months. I would say it's probably been out for about half a year already in the Apple Arcade. So it come over to the Nintendo Switch was my first experience of it being on a console, which was kind of nice to check out and stuff, because I'm a big fan of indie games and stuff. So the overall presentation, the way it felt, was great. The soundtrack, it fits the ambience and everything. This game really makes you feel alone also, even though you do get like a little robot assistant once you reach a certain part of the game that can help you find items, pick up items, find secret spots and stuff. You even end up getting a submarine that you can travel around in that can help drill walls and access new areas and stuff. So that's where the Metroidvania element comes in, is as you upgrade your character, as you get new items like the little robot assistant and the submarine, you'll be able to backtrack and enter new areas that you couldn't get into at all. And the world actually feels really like a big, huge labyrinth, because there's areas and stuff where you'll want to go around and explore. And you want to take your time, because of course you got to find the minerals and stuff. So it does feel a lot more of a big world than you would think, because most Metroidvanias do feel a little linear. Some of them feel like, you know, you're kind of closed in quarters and stuff, but this game did a good job of kind of making it feel a little bit more open. I guess being in the depths of the ocean made it feel less claustrophobic a little bit, and more like where you're really just alone in this world, because you're really like the only human in the game for the most part. You'll every once in a while you'll find computer kiosks that allow you to get a glimpse of what exactly happened in the past and stuff like that. You'll see like notes and information and photos and stuff like that. So it has a nice little story within it, I guess, kind of like a little lore inside the story, whatever the premise of it and stuff like that. So it is captivating enough. The length of the game is not too bad. I would say the game is kind of priced right for the most part for what you're getting as far as this game goes, because it does take some time to actually get through certain parts of the level and stuff, because you have like the main area, and then you have the trench, and then you go on to another area. The boss fights are challenging. The puzzle elements here are actually quite creative. It's not easy to breeze through, so I think the most seasoned Metroidvania players might at least enjoy it for what it is. Sure, it's not as action-packed as maybe like a Symphony of the Night or Super Metroid or an Axiom Verge or an Unepic might be, but it stands out alone on its own just for the way that it is. It feels unique, especially being able to like move around on your own and kind of like float around, and you have that danger element of constantly having to refill your oxygen tank and things like that. So it really stood out to me on that. I think this is a really well done game. Right now it is only digital in the eShop, which is kind of sad considering, you know, Capcom published this. You know, more than likely, if this does good, and it's unfortunate that a lot of developers do this now, where if a game does good on its digital only release, maybe a few months later they might consider doing a physical version. This is something that I would have liked to see come out physically, but it is only digital in the Switch eShop and in the Apple Arcade. So if that's a deal breaker for you, I don't know what to tell you, because unfortunately that will make you miss out on a game that was actually decent enough to capture my attention. I actually like this game. I think Shinsekai, I don't know how to pronounce it, was actually a surprise in my book. You know, I thought it looked great, and it ended up playing just the way that I liked it too. It's a very solid game. I'd probably give it about an 8 out of 10. It's a little slow, but I guess that's the way it's supposed to feel. It's supposed to make you feel very isolated and stuff like that. Survival elements, exploration elements, stuff like that. Really well done. I think you should check it out. For a digital only title, it might be a little pricey, but for me, I think it was plenty I think the price point matched up enough. So yeah, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you are brand new, don't forget to subscribe. Let's throw some engagement here, guys. Like, dislike, comment down below. Let me know what you think about this game. Are you interested in it at all, or is it something that you just don't want to check out? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Consider supporting 8-Bit Eric on Patreon for just $1 a month. Link below in the description. You want to become part of the hashtag 8BE Nation, guys? Well, be sure to pick up your official merch, now available online. Link is below in the description. We got classic t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, and even women's apparel. Don't forget, pick up your official merch now. And while you're at it, guys, feel free to watch the next video, or why don't you catch up on one that you might have previously missed. Thanks again, guys, for all the support. I couldn't do this without you. You guys are amazing, and don't forget to subscribe and click that like button if you are brand new. Thanks again, guys. Peace out.